Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Indianapolis Colts versus Drew Lock and the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Tannehill. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's upended after a gain. Two out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Trent Taylor.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
It's 4th down.
Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They look to throw. It's Lock. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
4-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Tackle made.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 23 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
On the carry.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A gain of
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Lock off a play action. Completes it to Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. They set up the screen for Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against...
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
To A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32. Yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 22.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
11 on the play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. is Locke on third down. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
Well, they certainly had good starting. Position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
The score, Titans 6, Colts nothing.
Comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's probably feeling like he dodged a little bit of a bullet. Threw the interception on the last drive, and then the missed field goal, so no points.
Not only did he dodge the bullet, he can go back out there and flourish now. And I'll guarantee this, one of the leaders on the defense came off the field and told him, don't worry about it. You noticed? We got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A gain of a yard.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 21 carries, 71 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that will be incomplete.
Tannehill's pass intended for Michael.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A.J. Brown.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
7-yard line. A gain of 30.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. 6-0 our score after 1.
6. Colts nothing.
It's caught. Smith. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Locke working out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Locke, eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Tannehill. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
That's good.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind them. Line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Take it in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Running from the gun with Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. From the 44, Tannehill. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He's going. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Tannehill taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Play is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
To Michael Pittman. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Tannehill throwing again. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. On the return, Jackson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
At the 28-yard line.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Kari Willis there to bring him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in shorts. Steady bursts.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now to the air. Lock. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
First and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
And he's brought down. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
The Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
He's tackled at
the last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Lock. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 4.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. On second down, here's Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tannehill. He'll get this one to Pittman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Gives this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Tannehill. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Tannehill. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, Tannehill. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 30, Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 1st down, Lindsey. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Lock on the keeper.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tennessee, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.